Today I'm going to show you how the relationship that you want is only one conversation away. And that goes for you if you want a wild, romantic, intimate partner. Or if you want something that's more casual, free, allows you to express yourself. Something that's committed and serious and has a future. Whatever you want, it's just one conversation away. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. The information in this video is going to be an absolute game changer. It's going to be wild, badass, and I promise that it's one of the sickest videos that you watch all year. And it's going to be that way because this comes from my new program that I'm doing. In fact, it's a 7-day smooth conversation challenge that is going to start on August the 3rd. It's about 7 days away from now. It's a Facebook group that you join, and I go in that group every single day live, and I give you missions and challenges, visualizations, everything to just get you to not be anxious anymore and be a conversational master. By the end of this challenge, you have the ability to strike up a conversation anywhere, not feel anxious when it comes to talking to new people, and be really comfortable in your skin and create new kinds of social opportunities. So what we want you to do is click the link that shows up down below on the screen, join the Facebook group, and get ready to be a part of the mission, and say hello to me as soon as you get in there, all right? Now, without any further ado, let's crack into today's content. I'm gonna share with you a story. Back in 2015, maybe, I was very, very shy about one thing, believe it or not. The thing that I was shy about was sharing the fact that I was doing dating coaching. It was something I was just really scared to do. You might say, why is that? Well, hopefully you get something out of this. I just found that whenever I shared it with people, especially people who was interested in dating, it would kind of go in a way where they go, so I'm not just one of your experiments. Is this, are you dating me for research? I'm like, no, it's not that case. That's what they thought it was. And it always led to this kind of stick where I would never able to have the conversation that I wanted to have with people about this particular subject. And when I didn't do it the wrong way. And you might find yourself in a similar situation where you're saying, I'd like to have an open relationship. Well, that's one conversation away, but you don't know how to even get there. You say, how do I even bring that up? You might even have something where you say, I'm divorced in my past, or I have children in my past, and I'm waiting for the right opportunity to bring it up. If whatever I do, for some reason I get stuck and I feel like it's the bad time to bring it up, or the person doesn't accept it, they don't relate to me, I don't express it well. You can even find yourself waiting to the third date to bring up things that are very important. I knew one guy that was a student of mine on the live program. He said to me, Madison, I got one testicle. He's like, it shatters my confidence. I have no idea how to bring it up because I feel like I'm going to be judged and I can't satisfy somebody else. So all these things are going on in your mind. Now, what makes it even more challenging is everybody has rules when it comes to dating. You have your secret rules about what you think should be done, how you should act, how you should behave based on your culture and your background. And then the crazy part is we have to mind read other people and imagine what their rules are. You have to go up to a complete stranger that you've met at a bar, club, internet, and think, what are their rules that they have about dating? What do they think about the check when it comes, or when somebody shows up, or on time, or what do they think about when it comes to physical intimacy, or values, or family? You have to mind read the rules. And unfortunately, when we're in the art of seduction, people are kind of putting on their best foot forward. They're not really showing who they are, and it's really hard to read who this person is. It's a stranger. So you're trying to do this mind reading, you got anxieties about yourself, you don't know how to express it. But I want to tell you this is the big lesson I want you to get here. There was a guy a long time ago who engaged in questionable activities with animals. Let's just say that, all right? And he put out an ad in the newspaper saying, if other people want to engage in these questionable activities, which I don't recommend, he's like, I want you to feel free to respond to me in this ad. And all of a sudden, there's like 10 other people that responded to him, and he had his whole group of clan of people that were involved in questionable activities with animals. Now, as odd and bizarre and disgusting and gross as that might seem, I think there's a lesson to take out of that story. I do declare. The lesson might be that if you put out what you want, there's a good chance that you can get there and get some of it back in return and surround yourself with people like that. Here's an example. The sport that I hate is curling. Ugh, you know that sport where they take whatever that thing is, and they shoot it down the ice, people are swimming with a broom? It seems like the most pointless thing in the world to me, curling, and I'm Canadian. But somehow, some way, there's curling clubs, people that all get together and just love curling, and they do their little curling and they hold themselves together at night, and they're a big curling family. It's full of love and joy, and I don't want to be any part of it. And I'm guessing you might not want to be either, or else there'll be more people in it. But they still found like-minded individuals. So the reason why I'm telling this story here is all these three situations are about bridging that gap. I did it being a dating coach initially. people with the questionable routine of animals did it, and curling people do it. They bridge that gap. And let's talk about how your life is going to look like if you don't get this result. You're going to end up with partner after companion, after intimate relationship of just people that you don't want. People that are not interested in satisfying you, or at least meeting you in the middle, right? Nobody wants that. A marriage after 10 years just goes down the drain because you grow apart. You're not having commonalities anymore. An intimate partner who's not interested in pleasing you, and you have to just service them. Nobody wants this, right? So meeting in the middle is this idea of like, initially on a date, you kind of gotta show some skills of conversation, make the effort to meet somebody, go out and put on a little bit of a song and dance. Everybody does put their best self forward, and they kind of usually go all the way like this. But the idea of meeting in the middle comes from truth. It comes from vulnerability, because you're actually expressing your real desires like this, and so the person can meet you where you're at. That only comes from that vulnerability, right? Without it, you have nothing. So the way that I solved the situation was by this. I started to point out exactly what it was that I did. Carte blanche, very honest, no holding back, exactly what I did in terms of dating coaching. And then I also would show examples of it. I would play it and break it down on the screen. And I would say what I got from it, why it was important to me, why I learned so much from it. It gave me the ability to really express myself and help others that have been through challenges the same way I've been through challenges. And I get to work with these honest souls, these people around the world that are students and clients of mine that have just been through so much hell. And I get to like put a smile on their face and give them the ability to say, you know what, tomorrow could be a little bit better because I learned something today that's going to change my life moving forward. And that to me is priceless. Waking up every day excited, making a difference in the world, right? And that was so important. The person could see how excited I am about it, what it meant to me, and the benefits that I got from that. That openness was so key. And it's a crucial conversation. And what that means is just a conversation where people have opposing views and there's a high risk or a large amount of emotion in the middle. Opposing view here, emotions in the middle, high stakes. And these conversations intimidate us. We're not really sure how to start them, where to begin, could we even do it? But the lesson you really want to take from these analogies that I'm giving you here is that anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. You need to learn the process to do it, and you can do it. There's a systematic step-by-step system to these things. You don't have to be confident. It's not about being confident to express yourself and what you really want, what your values and your morals are and what you're looking for. It's not about being confident. That's ridiculous, because we're not all confident. We don't always feel confident, but we have to have systems in place that allow us to express ourselves when we get into these situations. It has to be something that's step-by-step, that's so easy that a baby could do it. That's what we need to have in our back pocket to get us what we want. And I think when it comes to, let's say, romantic relationships, you're really trying to be smooth. That's what you want to be. A smooth person is somebody who understands social interactions. They can inspire good emotions in themselves. They understand how the other person is feeling because they have empathy. Those combinations make it smooth. You know what it looks like. It's a person who could say anything and it's always the right time. What they say sticks and it comes out perfectly, right? That's who we aspire to be. Now, once you have that system, which I will give you when you join my what? When you join the what? The 7-day smooth conversation challenge. When you join that, I'll give you some of the steps of that system, right, to get you started. So definitely click the link and do that, either in the comments or the description here. Do that. It's a no-brainer, okay? Get it done. You'd be an idiot not to, because obviously it's gonna help you in ways that you don't have to struggle. So that's the first part. Second part is not confidence, but vulnerability, right? The ability to be vulnerable and really put yourself on the line and say, this is what I like, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I'm interested in. What do you think about this? Vulnerability is the thing that connects people in our souls, because two people can go out on a date and they just kind of like compare resumes and everything looks great on paper, but vulnerability is the glue that makes it really connect deeper on a human to human level and creates that magical spark that we're all looking for. So anyways, like I said before, if you're probably gonna figure out the system, you would have done it already. Don't start from scratch, you don't have to. Join the challenge that's happening. It's taken me 20 years to put this together. 20 years. I took all the information from my dating life, from the people that I've also taught around the world, the tens and thousands of people internationally for a really long time. I've taken all the information and put it into a system. And it goes way back from when I was working in the music industry, and I was, using my gift of gab to be able to get back to the stage and meet concerts and artists and go for free. Or even when I was working in fashion and being able to go backstage and hang out with models and end up having them in my social life. It's the same skills that I learned from the situations. I'm giving them to you right here in this, okay? So what you're gonna wanna do is click the link, join the program, and we'll chat in a bit. And by the way, if you're interested in mentoring, we also have that available as well. Check out conversationmentoring.com. I'm taking 10 people selectively underneath my wing to work with them, guide them, and motivate them. Only 10 people. You can put in an application for it there, just mention it in it. And these people are really gonna get the best of my best, okay? And I'm gonna take them all the way through 8 weeks and be involved in every single week of their life and get them on the other end being conversational masters. So they can apply it to their personal lives and to their business relationships, being able to give a performance or a presentation. And they can also use it to just expand their social circle and get lots and lots of great social opportunities. So stay tuned. I got lots of videos coming this week, and for the next few weeks, actually, I'm gonna be trying to do more than one video a week. And I look forward to giving you the goods. As always, keep in touch, and don't be a stranger. Cheers.